Hello, all my sun, moon, and rising Capricorns, and any other placement that you're looking for Capricorn in your chart. Welcome to my channel. I haven't made videos in a long time, so I wanted to make a video for you guys. I'm filming in April 2023, but if you feel the need to look at the video at any other time, you can definitely do that. I have two decks for the reading. The first one is the Gil Tarot. And the second one is one that has been on my channel for a couple of years. So it's the Healing with the Fairies Oracle. And I like to pull out a card from this deck and then I'll read from the booklet because I think it's well written. So I'll start pulling out the cards. And the cards definitely want to talk today. I feel like this might be business related too. In the beginning, I just felt like my finger cracked in the beginning. It was like you're trying to get something done like that. If not, it's one of the errands or things that are on your list of stuff to do. I'll turn over the cards. You're showing up in the reading. And Capricorns, they're definitely business savvy. So for a lot of you guys, it feels like there's going to be trial and error. In the present position, there's unity, the Two of Pentacles. And it's almost as if you're kind of stepping on a rocky road where some steps are going to be a little smoother than other steps. You might get caught in the cracks a couple of times, but you're determined to reach a destination. You already know in the immediate future you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this seems like an established card. The key word on here is prudence. So you might be holding back or saving, reorganizing, or free staffing if you're in a position where you're running a business. And with the rose represented with the thorns that would be around where the two is, or the two. That also feels like that rocky road where you're watching your step, because sometimes there might be discomfort, especially if not everyone is in agreement of what you're doing. Um, but it does look like you are trying to work with other people. It could be with their scheduling, um, with the time that they have, and trying to fit everything in. And the present, or the card that's on your mind, is the Three of Pentacles, gain. The underlying card is the King of Pentacles, which is your card, conception. And it seems like you're pretty established. You see there's a lot of branches and they look rooted. And with the reflection here, it does seem like you're watching and other people are watching the moves and the steps that you're taking. This could also be like a test too, that if you're studying for a test, and sometimes you'd rather do other things, but you know that you had to prioritize it. Like if you're in school, and obviously, like, well, maybe not obviously, some people like studying, but there are times when you would definitely want to do something else, but you need to pass the class. So, and if you and do well. The extra card that I have is the Princess of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, depending on the deck that you're reading. And the keyword is growth. And with the cow in the background, it kind of feels like it's energy that doesn't budge as much. In the past, you have the Six of Cups, satisfaction. It could have been like the weather that affects it, because in the past, things were running differently. And now the extra cards, or the clarifying cards, are the Eight of Wands, speed, and the Nine of Wands, preparation. So things are picking up, and you're just trying to fill in the gaps of things that needs to be done, or like finish them off, to make sure that things are being completed while you're there. The overall energy is the King of Wands, innovation. So the King of Wands in this reading, I could see the energy emit from him. If you can tell by the card, it looks like the aura almost, or as if he's highlighted with the sun. So there could be a lot of heated energy, whether it's anger or whether it's amped up to where, you know, if you're playing some type of sport and you're exuding energy and then you're getting hot from exuding that energy and exercising. It kind of seems like that. Then the card to clarify it is the Queen of Pentacles Nurture. A lot of high positions. This actually feels like another person in your reading. So I don't feel like it's a relationship reading necessarily, but it could be a colleague or somebody that you work with, and either you're covering them because maybe they're not as experienced, or they're part of that and they haven't been working there as long, or they don't own the business. This could also be a dynamic in a relationship, a different type of relationship, where you're picking up what they're leaving off. And that could be where the stress is coming from. But at this position, it doesn't feel like you're complaining that much, because you may be in a position where you get paid more or you have more obligations anyway. So it's not that surprising that you're helping complete what other people don't finish. The karmic card, or why everything is happening, is the Fool card. And you see that there's another figure there, or the dog there. It does seem like it could be vice versa, but one is watching the other one to make sure that they're not just gonna, like, there's a gap here where they're leaping. It's not the best place to leap, but I mean, I'm sure something magical will happen where he's not gonna fall. So the clarifying card is the Four of Pentacles order. So it does seem like it's gathering resources. It reminds me of another deck where in the Four of Pentacles there's a squirrel, and there's a couple of decks where the squirrel is represented in the Four of Pentacles. It could be frugality. It could also be making sure that your resources are there for when you need them. So that could be the adjustment here in trying to get the right target. It almost feels like you're aiming, and sometimes like you're aiming here, here, here. So it might be where the trial and error is coming from. Your environment card is the Death card. The Major Arcana. And it seems like with that, major changes are happening in your environment. So your environment is heavily affected in this situation. And a lot of thinking with this, with the Two of Swords. It's almost as if, and I say a lot, like with the Phoenix energy, something is dying and then, but it's still living. So to die, let something die in order for it to live again. So something is still, it keeps going. Like the business keeps going, your work keeps going, this dynamic keeps going, and you're trying to make the best of the situation. The Two of Swords piece, resolving the conflict that's in your head and maybe talking it through externally, because there's two figures here. Your hopes or fears position is another major arcana. That the work pays off because you have the magician. So the magician is really trying to get things like his resources and make his environment something that's in his head that he was getting with the Two of Swords. And then the further future is the other major arcana. So these are good changes and they're vital changes. It's the World card, so it's the last card in the Major Arcana, and then the Fool is 0, so you start with the Fool, you end with the Fool. The Major Arcana is the Fool's Journey. And you see that the sun is shining, so if I'm feeling that that's what you're trying to accomplish. You want there to be a warmth and to be a better environment for you and everyone else. The extra cards for the further future are the Prince or Knight of Cups, creativity. The Six of Swords, change. And the Princess or Page of Swords, control. And you can see in this control card, I feel like this is one of the important cards for you that represents you, is it looks like where the sword is, it's because they represent the mind and thoughts. It's clearing out the clouds that are on the sides of her. Going in a better direction with the Six of Swords instead of rippled waters that you get from the traditional Rider-Waite, because this is a different system of tarot. It's a Thoth deck or Thoth deck. I feel like I said it closer the first time. But things clearing up, more mental clarity and less stress of the mind that comes from the change. I feel like the Prince of Cups isn't you. Somebody that wants to move forward and become the king, but it's not there yet. Linking to like the Fool card. And even the King of Wands. And if this is your energy, it seems like you're watching over the Knight of Cups. Like the Knight of Cups doesn't seem like he has a vision and he wants to make his dreams into a reality, but he's not there yet. So the Oracle card that you got is Inner Power. And the reading is, you are now allowing yourself to experience and express your true power. The fairies ask you to affirm, it is safe for me to be powerful. You have within all the power of the universe. No one is more powerful than you. As a spiritually minded being, it's impossible for you to misuse or abuse your power. Your guides will bring you opportunities to use and expand your power in ways that bring great blessings to you and the world. Heaven needs the light workers of the world, including you, to realize and utilize their power. By drawing this card, your being asks to release any fears you may have about being powerful. You keep your self-esteem high by honoring yourself, taking excellent care of your physical and emotional self, working on your dreams and aspirations, spending time in prayer and meditation. The higher level of self-esteem, the more comfortable you'll be with your power. The affirmation is, it is safe for me to be powerful. I have all the power of the universe flowing through me and supporting me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in another video.